Good morning. Um, Hello. How are you? I'll answer. Hi. Doing well. Little life update video, I guess. Where do I begin? I'll make a friendship bracelet while I talk to you guys. It's coming along pretty well, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's start with the big one. I am now a girlfriend. Shocker. No. I'm not a girlfriend, and being a girlfriend is really, really nice. It's being in a relationship just takes a lot of understanding and communication, yada yada yada. I really like this boy. He was like, we started off as coworkers, and I learned just through our conversations that he thought I hated him, or he thought he thought I didn't like him, right? Because I would go to, because we worked together, but we didn't work. We worked at camp together, but we didn't work in the same division. So I worked with second and third graders. He worked with middle school. But God, Lord bless him, bless his heart. He had they were worse than mine, and then mine were 9 and 10. It's because like the middle schoolers, they know better, and they just don't do better because they're absurd. But he worked in middle school along with my best friend of 13 freaking years, right? And so I would go up to their table sometimes, and I would talk to my best friend Madeline and their co-counselor, who I will get into later, who I do not like anymore. But I wouldn't talk to my now boyfriend because, and I wrote about this on my Substack, but we have like every Thursday, we would have staff night at camp, right? And one of these staff nights, it was like the second or third, I'm talking like really early on, I was talking to Henry, my boyfriend. He was my boyfriend then, but I was being friendly. He was a little drunk, I don't know, a little off the juice, but yeah, we were having a good time. We were just talking, yada yada yada. But the next day I come to work, and Madeline, my best friend's like, hey, I gotta tell something to tell you. And she was like, yeah, so some people came up to me and were saying like they thought it was weird that you were like flirting with him while he was drunk, which I wasn't. What do you mean? We were just talking, having a good time, yada yada yada. And so yeah, I felt really bad because I wrote this on my Substack. Y'all can pretty much read the whole thing. But unless I'll post a link to my Substack in the description. I don't think I ever gave you that. But I was like really hurt because I don't want people who, mind you, it's like second week of camp, so I don't want people who don't really know me to perceive me as being a weirdo and a creep. And as much as I like don't care about how people think about me, I don't want to be known or thought of as someone who's a weirdo and or a creep. Simple as that, right? And so I cried, and I cried to one of the older counselors. She's a fifth year counselor. I thought I could trust her. Apparently it was her who said all that and whatnot, but I cried to her anyway, and I didn't know until like way later. But yeah, that's why it's kind of like I just avoided talking to him. I was like, I don't want people to think this, that, and the third. And so he thought I didn't like him, even though I really did. Like I would tell my best friend, like she was like, do you want to pursue a relationship? And I'm like, I mean I've had crushes, and like none of the crushes I've ever had have liked me back, and so I'm like, what's the point? But also like I really told her, I said, I'm okay. I'm content with having like this really loud admiration for him from afar, but we were talking, I guess it was last week. He's like, yeah, I thought you didn't like me. And I was like, but like I got the sneaky suspicion that you did, because we went to like this 4th of July thing. It was like my best friend invited us to her, like the lake that she lives near, and we watched the fireworks and whatnot. And I took a picture of him and I posted it to my story, and he was the only person. Like everyone else had like a group photo, but I posted him alone. And so he was like, oh, but like Madeline would tell him like, girl, because he calls us, I call him girl, he calls everybody else girl. But he calls me girl. He's like, girl? I'm like, girl? But he was, what's the trash? Is that a recycle? I hope not. That was just the bus or something. Anyway, I'll wait. I used it on my campers a few times and it got him pretty good. But no. What was it? No, yeah, I post, everyone else at a group photo, he was like, oh, yeah, I that kind of figure out like, oh, maybe she does like me. Because Madeline would tell him like, girl, she likes you. And other people was like, girl, she likes you. He's like, nah, that's not true. Men, right? And apparently I found out that it took him like 2 or 3 weeks to like work up the courage to like ask me out, and I was like, oh my heart. He's just so cute, and he's so funny, and he's really sweet, and yeah. And I always say we have like a yin and yang thing going, not because I'm black and he's white, but but it's like I liken it, and I told my best friend this, was like it's like we're on the interstate or a highway or something, and we're on the same road, but we're going two opposite directions, right? And it's like we have a comfortable amount of similarities, but we're not like the same person, and I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, that's one. I am a girlfriend. I'm a girlfriend, and it's really fun. I'm gonna see him today. We're gonna go we're gonna go to this antique store downtown. Probably get something to eat, hang out. I left my watch at his house on Saturday because there was a pool party in like the city. Like, he lives like 25 minutes away from me, and one of my campers, his parents host his mom's his parents host a party every year for counselors. And so we went out there, and then I went to, my boyfriend's name is Henry. Went to Henry's house before that, and before and after. And I left my watch there, so I need to go pick up my watch and also pick him up. Because he usually drives me everywhere, but the other day he was like, I want to know how your car drives. Because he's also a mechanic and like just like likes cars. And I'm like, I got you, I'll drive today. Which reminds me I need to get gas, and eventually I gotta fix the nail in my tire, I just remembering it just pissed me off. What do you mean? It's that I had to replace this tire anyway, like in May, because I got a flat, right? And now it's just like, oh, there's a nail in it, and I gotta go all the way back to the shop and get it fixed and wait a few hours. Oh, just pissed me off. It's okay. There's that skink again, which makes me think of my kids. Oh, my kids loved catching frogs, skinks, lizard, like anything. If anything they could put their hands on, they were gonna touch it. Which very, very much worried me. And I was always say, like, guys, you can't do that because it hurts the animals. I'm gonna move this a little bit. It hurts the animals, like our skin like literally, oh well, let me just get up, I guess. Our skin literally isn't like made to touch them, you know. What time is it? Oh, okay, I got it. Sorry, I'm getting my face really close to you guys. Let me not. I gotta go soon. I gotta get my teeth clean before I go see my boyfriend. I've been needing to get my teeth cleaned for ages, but I worked every single day this summer. I had the 4th off because there was no camp, but any day camp that was open, I was freaking there. And so I have to do all this stuff before I go back to school. Oh my gosh. And then my great grandma also passed away on the same week. It was my twin brother's birthday, so I had to go visit him at the cemetery. And then 2 days later, actually no, the day that Henry asked me to be his girlfriend, like officially, which was a very roundabout conversation. Let's back up. is this why he thinks I have ADHD? Yes, mind you, yes. I know why other people think I also have ADHD. My boss was talking to me, and she like pulled me. I'm gonna scoot down here. She pulled me into the office and was like talking about this is that and the third, and my work habits and whatnot. And then she asked me, "Do you like not out of the blue? It was like a lead up. She's like, "Do you have ADHD?" And I went, "I don't know. Do I?" I didn't say that, but I was like, "I don't know. I have no idea." Like I said, maybe, probably. My dad, when we're talking about my little sister, because she's like screen nature to the max, always needs stimulation. This, like, we're trying to get her to like fully form as a human being into like a functioning adult. And we were talking about her having ADHD, and like I genuinely think she has ADHD. I like truly, and like my other friends, like who went to like she's 2 grades younger than me. So she's a senior now. Today was her first day. I drove her to school. I didn't drive her to school. I followed her in my car to school because she had got her driver's license. She locked in, got her driver's license and her a job in like the span of like 2 weeks. I'm so proud of her. But they would also be like, yeah, Natalie probably has ADHD. Definitely has like ADHD brain. Like my friends with ADHD would be like, yeah, that girl, get her checked out. We were talking about it, and then my dad just dropped that he was like, oh yeah, I think I have ADHD too, but like I think it's, and I was like, well, I mean, it makes sense, like heredity wise, but also I'm like looking at his habits and like what he does. I'm like, ooh, you're correct, because I think that maybe his interests kind of can play off as productivity, but he's always doing a lot all the time. And I'm not saying that's what ADHD is. Like, you're not always doing a lot all the time, but like he's very active, but he's like zipping from one thing to the next all the time, but he makes it for like productive. He's handy. He's always doing something, but he's handy. He's making use of the thoughts in his brain. Me, I'm just like, I just have a lot up here. It just sits up here, and then it kind of like falls out. That's why my YouTube videos are like 20 to 40 minutes long, because I just talk about topic after topic after topic after topic. But yeah, that's one thing. And see, now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Something ADHD, something. Give me a second. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Found it. Yeah, okay. So my great grandma died. That week was so hard. That week was so freaking hard. Oh my gosh. So the day that Henry asked me to be his girlfriend, my great grandma died. All right. She was in hospice. Like, no, because that previous Sunday was her birthday. The 20th was her birthday, right? I saw her on her birthday. I gave her a kiss. Next day, she's in the hospital with pneumonia. I was like, okay. My dad was like, yeah. I mean, she was kind of talking out of her head, like she wasn't all there. I was like, yeah. I'm like, but also she was 96. She's 96, like, so that next week, all this drama happened at work, right? Not drama, like, it was just like stuff I found out a lot of information about this person. The same person who made me cry, was the same person who was embroiled in all this work drama because she was lying, spreading misinformation, doing all this, that, and the third for what? Like, telling Henry's little sister, whose also name is Ava. Well, her name is, I won't say her name, but his little sister, who is Ava, me. Her full name is something different, but they just call her Ava. She told, like, Henry found all this work drama because my best friend Madeline, and this other girl were in a trio. She's 23. They're 19 and 20. But she would always be over at Henry's house, right? Sometimes uninvited. And But she had told his little sister some sensitive adult information that no child should be knowing, especially being like told his information while at camp. And he was pissed off. He was so angry. He was texting me that night saying, oh my god, like, he's like, Ava, I'm so glad, like, I just, first he's like, I'm glad you're a good person. I'm always like, I told him this last week, but I was like, you're really easy to be nice to be kind to. And he's like, okay, I'm 5 minutes away, I'm gonna give you a kiss. And I'm like, okay, fine. But he texted me, he's like, I'm so glad I'm talking to you right now, because if not, I would have driven to her house and yelled at her and caused a scene and maybe get arrested. I was like, okay. I said, okay, baby, you're okay. I'm like, don't worry. I said, I'm glad I'm saving you from wasting gas right now and wasting your breath. But yeah, all that happened. And then Wednesday, the 30th, was my twin brother's birthday. So I went to the cemetery to go visit him, right? And I cried, and I was like, I don't, like, life just isn't fair. And I was telling him all this stuff, and I cried. And then I think I'm pretty sure I had a panic attack on the way home, like driving home, because I don't think I've ever had a panic attack before. But like my chest got really tight, and then I felt like I was crying. I was listening to the wrong freaking music. I listened to the wrong songs, and it just like, I was just like out of it basically. But like my body got really numb, and I was like, I got lock in. And I was like, whoa. It was like, it was upsetting. It was scary. Okay, it was scary. It was upsetting. And then Friday, when Henry and I had our date, my grandma passed away. My great grandma passed away. However, I didn't know until that next day, Saturday. Because I come home around like 11. I didn't come home at 11. I think I may have gotten fussed at for coming home at 11. Maybe. I don't know. But I did that. And then, let's see. Yeah, and I found out that my great grandma died the next day. And my dad, he's like, oh, he was like, you know, Granny passed. And I went, no. The freak, no. Which it was, I kind of just like, I was like, I'm up for a little bit. And I was like, I mean, I got to see her one last time. I didn't see her while she was in hospice because, like, couldn't really go, work stuff, but also, like, my dad said, I don't want to see my great grandma like that. I saw her while she was well. It was her birthday. She was laughing. She was smiling. It was a good time. Like, that's what I remember her as. And my mom, she sometimes thinks his side of the family is weird for stuff like that. And I'm like, I mean, that's fair. He's like, you don't want to see your great, you know, but I was like, I said, Mommy, you can go see her. She was your great grandma-in-law, you know. Let me move. Sorry, I have to do that. I'll shit like this. But yeah, that happened, and then homegirl that pissed me off and embroiled me in like drama stuff got fired. Let's go. So yeah, that was like the last few weeks of camp though, but we ended off on a good note, a strong note. My kids really like love me, so that was good. Oh, that's a pretty bug. It's like this teal. It's like a really pretty like teal, blue green, shiny, flying real fast. Hi, friend. Yeah. Anything else? One more thing before I go, because I really do have to leave to go to. I got time. Shoot. All right, brush my teeth. Go to the dentist. I want to talk about. This is gonna be random. This is not like a life update, or this is something I've been thinking about recently. Right? Is that I've seen, and I talked about this on my channel, on my YouTube channel before. That this not even a gradual, a like super fast rise in anti-intellectualism and how people interact with things around them. That's really concerns me. Okay, because I saw this interview. Her name's Celine Song, right? I'm on my computer as well. Turn my brightness. Celine Song. Yup. She did The Materialist Past Lives. Okay. Oh, cool. I'm looking at her bio right now. Whoa. Cool. And I know who she's married to. Oh, they're not married. My fault. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, she did an interview for The Materialist, right? And the interviewer asked her like some stupid question from a Letterboxd review. And it was like, oh, like Letterboxd was saying stuff like, how's she gonna pick the broke man in this economy, this, that, and the third. I haven't seen the movie, but I will eventually. Sometimes I just don't feel compelled to see things until it's the right time. Like I think that like movie and music and stuff, it finds me when I need it to find me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't listen to Noah Kahan's album Stick Season until yesterday, and it was fire. That album's been out for 3 years. The album has been out for 3 years. I didn't listen to it at all. Okay, but the interview, like the Letterboxd review was saying like, how's she gonna pick the broke man in the economy, like a girl, whatever. And the interviewer brought up that Letterboxd, and Sinsong was like, I like it when they give, like, people give really serious answers to very, is that the word glib? Yes, very glib commentary about what they're doing, right? So she was like, no, like capitalism is trying to colonize our lives and trying to colonize love. And I was like, oh, that's tea. That's good. But it also, I like that answer. Perfect. Great answer. But also, it shows interview culture now, like to the max. And it's just like, it's no more, what in the world are these squirrels doing? There's no like analysis, no criticism. There's no like production questions or like what inspired you. It's always like, have you seen this TikTok trend? What about this Letterboxd review? You know I'm holding space. What is it? I'm holding space. Defying gravity. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really holding space for whatever, that, whatever. Stuff like that. Stupid stuff. I mean, those things are fun, but we also need to find a happy medium, right? And it reminds me of, like, when I was watching The Pit, I was, like, when I was watching The Pit, like, I was in The Pit, right? That was, like, May, like, end of April, May. Yeah. I finally watched it, like all of it, in the span of like a week. And I was like, okay. And I would see some of the interviews online, and I'm like, why are we? But they do this for a lot of movies. Like, why are we asking these questions? Who wrote these? Well, what is the state of journalism now? And it's in the gutter. The gutter, okay? The gutter, mate. And I was like, oh my gosh, why are we doing this? It's not only, like, it happens with, like, music and whatever. It's just, like, it's very clickbaity and gimmicky, and I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. Right. But also, I posted a TikTok about this yesterday. Literally not even 12 hours ago. And I was saying, like, people, like, not enough people, I guess people don't have the attention span, or some people don't want to think. Me, that's all I do, is think. But some people don't want to think, and so they don't have the attention span for, like, maybe not long form content, but like in-depth analysis, which is what I thrive for. It's like the best thing on the freaking planet, guys. I love knowledge. I love knowing things. It's so fun. I love gaining information and being able to utilize it later on. That's what life's about. Life's about finding someone you love, gaining information, and have a good time. And maybe one day I'll go to heaven with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and we're gonna talk about all of that. But I digress. Now, I made a TikTok and it was about how not enough people are listening to long songs. I have been obsessed, I mean absolutely obsessed, with Duck Koo Kim by Sun Kill Moon for almost going on 3 weeks. It is a 14-minute and 31-second song. And it is so amazing. Like, people are like, why are you listening to a song that's 15 minutes long? Because I want to, because it's good. Like, the crescendo, the build up is so amazing. I made Henry listen to it in the car. It was the night I met his parents. We were driving back, and I was like, I got a song for you. And I was like, you don't have to listen to it now. I'm just warning you, it's 15 minutes long. He's like, oh, okay. We sat in the parking lot at camp and listened to this song. And then the next day he texts me, he's like, I listened to it again, I understand. Like, he's like, I get it. Because y'all are not listening to songs past 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And this was wrong with y'all. One of the reasons what's wrong with y'all. Like, what do you mean, dog? Whatever do you mean? Like, some of my favorite songs are like, and maybe it's also because I lean really heavy into instrumentals when I listen to music, and that's what's different about me and my boyfriend. Is he's very much lyric heavy. Like, and I love, like, I love listening to Kendrick because it's like great production and like the impactful music. Like, it's both sonically and lyrically sound, right? But a lot of my songs are instrumental, and I think it's kind of like my dad really, he kind of switched up his music taste when he had kids, because he was really into like underground hip-hop, and well, he's always been, what is that? I'll tell y'all this later. I don't want to talk about that right now. I got a notification from an app that I had to download recently. But he's like into jazz, underground hip-hop, all this stuff. But he edited all of his music, most of his music, to be instrumental, when like all of his rap songs are not instrumental. So I just know the instrumental tracks, and I like love the beat, I snap it out, like this, that, and the third. And so I'm really heavy on instrumental. Like, I love music. I like feeling it is nice, you know. But I also love good lyricism, and because it's like that pen, because I write poetry. I understand, you know, I get that. But when that comes together and the song is also 10 minutes, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's so freaking good. Like, well, that song, I still don't have any lyrics. Babies in a Thundercloud. Is that Babies in a Thundercloud by Godspeed You, Black Emperor. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, there's no lyrics and it's so good. It's just, it's Godspeed. I'm looking at the Reddit. It's so cute. The song is so freaking good. That's the song I had like a panic attack to. No, it was later, but I was like, that's what I was driving to, and I was like, I shouldn't be listening to this, but I'm not gonna stop because I love this song. But no, listen to more long songs. And if like, the thing is, you can like microdose it. You can like listen, like start listening to it, like a 5-minute song, then a 7-minute song, then like day by day, just build your attention span, right? Or like, you can do this with, sometimes I do this with like short stories. Read short stories or watch a short film, and then you can graduate to feature films or full-length novels or whatever. Like, this is how you get your attention span back. I'm just gonna say that now. But you have to work at it, you know? It's something you can't just pick up one day. You have to work for it. But yeah, I think that's my ending thought. Also, y'all just gotta listen to better music. Sorry. I don't even know what's going on mainstream wise. and I don't care to. It's like, I like what I like. It'll find me when I need it. That didn't piss me off. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready for my dentist appointment. I got retainer green. Yeah, I gotta go in like 15 minutes, but I already brushed my teeth. I already showered. I will go put an ice pack on my forehead because it's hot as freak out here. But yeah, I mean, it's August in Arkansas. What did I expect? But yeah, I will see you guys later. As always, I'm really glad that you guys listen to me, or like, I listen to me for the most part. I don't know if anyone actually watches these. I don't really check. I just click post and then leave for a month and then come back. But yeah, thank you as always. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. You know what? That reminds me. I'm gonna drink some water. But as always, I love y'all. Have a great life. Have a great day whenever you watch this. And yeah.